Oh, yeah. Modern Magic. 2017. Milford, Massachusetts. TJ Collectibles. Hashtag cringeworthy. Hello, I'm Zack, and these gentlemen are playing some Modern Magic. We got Nick Starr on the right, and we got Keith Hubert on your left. And this is pretty exciting because Nick Starr, one of the most winning players in TJ's history. He plays a brew. He's qualified for the Invitational already, so he plays a brew every time. He enjoys tormenting me with pictures of terrible decks on Facebook. Just the volume on this a bit. These guys are about ready to start. Now, Keith, I'm less familiar with. He's on your left there. He is playing Green Red Tron. A more traditional deck than Nick's goofy 4-color pile of junk. He called it pile of something else to me, but I'm gonna try and keep it friendly at least for about 10 minutes here. Looks like they're shuffling each other's decks. Getting ready to present. Now, normally, I'd be coming to you from round 1. We would get to see every single round of this tournament. But we had a lot of technical difficulties here at TJ Collectibles. I won't get into all of them because I got a match to talk about for sure. But trust me on this one, there were a lot of them. So here we go. Round 3. $1,000 on the line here in this tournament. Nick playing a 4-color Gifts Ungiven deck that he's been working on for a little bit. Keith playing Green Red Tron. Should be really interesting. I am going to go adjust the cameras. Enjoy this Portugal man while I do that. There we go. Now we can see their beautiful faces. So, here we go. We're into the match. We have Tronland, Ancient Stirrings for Keith. On Nick's side, he just has a fetch. Nothing else quite yet. So, Tron about to be assembled on turn 3. Keith looking to accelerate into something like a Karn Liberated. Maybe a World Breaker the next turn. Oh, so, turn 3. He has Worm Coil Engine and Karn Liberated available. Turn 4 is when he really gets rolling. So that's an Expedition map for Keith. Nick just sitting on a couple lands. He's got a bit of a slower deck. He's just playing, oh my god, these one-ofs, man. If you guys could see these one-ofs, they go off the paper. He ran out of room on his deck list for all his one-ofs. Urborg, Lily of the Last Hope, tapping Marsh Flats, Misty Rainforest to cast. How cute. The map will get activated for Keith. Let's see what he gets. Does he want more mana for an Ulamog? He does. That's a tower. The 3-mana Planeswalkers of Nick Starr are not going to be doing too well here. Now, in case you're wondering what was in Nick's deck, all these one-ofs, the only 4 of in the entire deck, including lands, 4 Gifts Ungiven. Oh, wow. And look at this. Scoops. So, 4 Gifts Ungiven for Nick Starr. Of course, you have what we all know goes with Gifts Ungiven. Unburial Rites and Elesh Norn. Unburial Rites, Iona, Shield of Emeria. So that's a given. He also has Unburial Rites, Sun Titan, Phantasmal Image. Now, if creatures aren't good, or, he needs a little more variety in what he can do if he wants to get a 4-card pile, he has Eternal Witness. This card provides a little bit of a backbone to the Gifts deck. He can get something like Damnation, Wrath of God, Eternal Witness, and guarantee himself an effect that wipes the board. He can get for himself Life from the Loam, Raven's Crime, and whatever, 2 lands. That's pretty sexy. In addition to an Urborg, to let every single land in his deck cast Raven's Crime. That's spicy. Checking right now to see if he has a cycling land. And he doesn't. Creeping Tar Pit, Tech Edge, Ghost Quarter. So Gifts Ungiven from Nick Starr will probably get, in this matchup, we'll probably get Ghost Quarter, Tech Edge, Raven's Crime, Life from the Loam. Urborg thrown in for good measure, if possible. That's his plan. Liliana the Veil, all right, too. And, wow, Nick, man. Nick, dude. Nick, bro. Veil is not spelled V-I-E-L. Liliana of the V-L? No. Dude, man. Liliana of the Veil. Of the Veil. Nick Starr, you are a school teacher. And you misspelled Veil. Bro. Wow. Keith. Very straightforward green-red Tron deck. He is trying to do what he's trying to do. 4 Stirrings, 4 Scrying, 4 Starr, 4 Sphere, 4 the Dig. What you would expect for his fatty package. Ugins, World Breakers, Ulamogs, Worm Coils. He's got Relics, which is pretty good. After board, he'll have 4 Relics against this Gifts deck if he knows that Nick's trying to use the graveyard. He might not. I mean, Nick scooped it up. He played land, Planeswalker. So if I was Keith, I would think, what the hell is my opponent trying to do? With his fetch lands, he showed 4 different colors. I heard Nick tell him that he's gone to time every round. So he probably thinks he's some kind of wacky, 4-color control deck, which he is. Which he is, right? But he's not, because he's this Gifts combo package. So were I Keith, I'd probably side in the Thought-Knot Seers on his board. And that's about it. I mean, maybe you could board in Relics. Thought-Knot for Kozilek's an easy swap. And then the Relics if you have something to board out. The Pyroclasm. He has Pyroclasm, so he probably is boarding that out. My apologies for the glare. That will be fixed after this round. Like I said, a lot of technical difficulties today. So anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And this is a Snapcaster Mage from Nick Starr. Facing down a turn 3 Tron, he decides to get some pressure on the board. I kind of like it. He would obviously much rather flash back a discard spell, of which he has 7 afterboard. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. Three mana, does have double black for a Planeswalker. No counter spells in the 75 for Nick Starr. So whatever he has will resolve, whatever Keith has. And is that a kitchen finks from Nick? I think that's a kitchen finks. How goofy. He boarded in kitchen finks. Curious. I guess he just didn't have enough to sideboard. So Nick Starr, 16 life. Keith Hubert, 18 life. The beatdowns are pretty weak for Nick. He's threatening like a 3-turn clock with that, with the Shambling Vent, but that's really slow against Tron, right? I mean, Tron's gonna have out a 10-mana card by that point. Inquisition. Does hit, which is pretty rare. Gets the Stirrings. Leaves a World Breaker and a pair of lands. Pretty good for Nick Starr. I mean, could be a lot worse. Yeah, like World Breaker will take out one of the 4 colors, but you don't just lose on the spot to an Ugin or a Karn or an Ulamog. Now, Keith was able to deploy an Oblivion Stone. That's what the unreadable card on your screen is. So these cards won't kill him, right? This motley crew of creatures won't kill him. Damn. If you haven't listened to this Portugal the Man album, it's pretty good. Evil Friends, 2013. World Breaker. Takes out Event. Both these gentlemen with the very nice foil deck. I like it. I like their style. I've been trying to foil out my modern deck, but man, it is hard. And I'm not going to settle for the like Modern Masters 2015 foil Mox Opals. Now, I want Scars of Mirrodin foil Mox Opals, and those are expensive. Reading the World Breakers, Nick Starr. Pretty sweet card. Comes back from the graveyard. Even if Nick were to, like, Damnation at Wrath, it Maelstrom Pulse it. But not if you pass it. Maelstrom Pulse targets Oblivion Stone. It will put a fate counter on the World Breaker for future use. And another Oblivion Stone. If they get better in multiples, do the stones. Oh, and another World Breaker. Brutal. This is a tough matchup for Nick Starr. Tron has always preyed on these mid-range decks. I remember playing blue-green Tron, blue-white Tron, and just praying, hoping that I'd play against a counterbalance deck, something like that. Nick's had enough. He's done. Turns out 7-mana cards beat 3-mana cards. Who knew? He says, damn, I didn't draw my Terrastodon. Yeah, I guess, Nick, but all your lands produce 1 mana, dude. Keith's produced 3 mana. Nick can't be sad. He has his Titanium Finals invite already. He's already made a bunch of money from the Titanium series. Like I said, one of the most winning players in the history of this series. The short history, you know, only 8 or 9 months. But as of yet, he's doing pretty well. Ben Riley, a contender for very winning player, but has not taken home a title like Nick Starr has. Ben Riley came in second at the July 5K. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come in second at a tournament, you know second place is not first place. So other people trying to chase Nick Starr. Ryan Leverone, of course. Mainstay. Always seems to be in the hunt. Hasn't had a top 8 finish in a bit. But he's always searching. I'm sure he'll get the invitation if he keeps trying. If he comes to every event, he'll probably get it. Always picks some kind of white deck to play, white or green aggro deck. Always puts up a pretty good showing. Scott Metcalf always in the hunt. He came close at the 5K. He top 4'd. Could not quite earn the invitation of the Titanium Finals for 2018. Adam Snook in the house. He was 2-0 last time I checked. Has come very close. It's a finals and a top 4. He's searching. He's searching. He wants to be playing in that 24-person $5,000 tournament. He does not want to be commentating with me, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. It's a good value, that tournament. Stay tuned for a date on that. We're going to try to pin down an exact date. Same with for the October 5K in Worcester, Mass. Trying to pin down a date for that. Still arguing with our venue about the exact day. Well, as soon as that happens, we'll put it on our Facebook page, as well as the email list. By the way, if you're not part of that email list, you should be. So you can know when the next event is. And it's pretty easy to get on that list. If you want on it, if you want to have money off entry to the main events, if you want to know when all the Titanium events are, we won't spam you, we promise. It's just a newsletter. Short blurbs written by Tom, short blurbs written by me about my read on the metagame in this area. But what do I know? What do I know? I just watch every match of Modern that gets played at TJ Collectibles. Bring your Death Shadow deck, and you'll surely do well. Not. To get on that email list, text the word Titanium, Titanium, the word Titanium. Text that to the number 22828. Text Titanium to 22828. Get an offer for $5 off the main event every now and then. Get coupons to the online store at TJ Collectibles, as well as metagame updates. Don't miss another tournament here at TJ's. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Let this playlist roll on to round 4. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep it up.